We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want, and other times the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And it's taken in at the 9. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 tight, 19 tight.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Richardson looking to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Ready.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
60 Eagles.
Now Richardson going to shift things up. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's a give up the middle. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Vikings are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
60 Vikings.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
19 Lions.
Now it's Richardson. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs from 10 yards out. And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. There he goes, right side. Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Minnesota. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Now Moody for the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front.
because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now 3rd down and very long. And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back him up halfway. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And it's fielded at the 34. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Lions will take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Richardson off the play fake. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 1. And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Another run for Gibbs here. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Finds Gibbs on a check down. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Ready?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 79 Broncos. Go.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Tempo.
Richardson. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
70 Timberwolves. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Gibbs straight ahead. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Patterson now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 9th. Probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Tackle there from James Houston.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And not much happening there as we'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is, and doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Now Richardson. Wide open receiver complete. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Here's Richardson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And in the second half of a tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
Richardson on 2nd and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Here Richardson yet again. He finds his man, complete. It's Gibbs. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. Now Richardson back to throw it. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game. And let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 56 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Richardson to the air on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown! Jahmyr Gibbs saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Lions have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point try now for Patterson. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try to chip someone at the second level.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. He finds his man. Complete. That's Weber. And that play is blown up. Losing yardage back at the 35. They go play action with Richardson. They'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 33 yards that time.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Gibbs. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Again, it's Gibbs. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Gibbs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Ready, set.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. Channing Tindall is there for the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Let's go now.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Grubbs. Down the left sideline. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 40 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
11 more on that one, and another first down.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Vaughn on 1st and 10. to about the 26 here. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. And he's got his big tight end here. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. Give them 11 yards and time and a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the give, here's Gibbs. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now they send the tight end in motion left. They'll run with Gibbs. And this time he is in. Jahmyr Gibbs, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. They'll run on 1st down. Grubbs, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just innate.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. From 21 yards away. And the Lions continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost,